the Electoral Commission is this morning being blamed for the chaos that characterized the election or the confirmation of the president's nominee for Cape Coast MC, Ernest Arthurs, Sunday. Ernest Arthurs had been rejected twice by the Assembly members, but had one more chance to secure 2/3 of the total votes cast. Although Mr. Arthurs polled 45 of the 63 votes cast, total votes cast to get the nod, the voting process saw quite a bit of chaos. Richard Kojunyako was there for Joy News.
After being rejected twice and the president re-nominating him, it became a cocktail of issues. While one group felt that he should be allowed to go through, others felt they should reject him for the third time. The assembly members got summoned and the event venue, the Center for National Culture, became the center of action. Voting got underway, and this time, the paramount chief of the Ogwa traditional area, Osabre Makwesiata, with his entourage was present to monitor the process. The security presence needed no mentioning as they were on hand to deal with any unfortunate occurrence. The voting was over and the sorting was underway. The MP for Cape Coast, George Kweku Rickett Hagan, walked up to the counting arena, and that was where the chaos erupted. We are at the Center for National Culture here in Cape Coast. The elections to confirm the president nominee for the Cape Coast Metro Assembly is underway. The assembly members are done voting, but when it just got to the counting, we saw that the MP for Cape Coast South went to protect the ballot, and this erupted the confusion we are witnessing here. There is a struggle to protect the ballot here, and so you can see the paramount chief of the Ogwa traditional area is here, and other people. The security personnel are here in their numbers. They are trying to ensure that sanity prevails here. In the midst of that, an unidentified person snatched some of the ballot papers and took to his heels. The chaos heightened. The EC nonetheless went ahead to count the ballot papers. Out of the 63, the EC declared 45 yes and 18 no. And the yes vote meant the president's nominee had been confirmed. This assembly member was highly disappointed.
The whole thing was cordial. We agreed to be here, and we are all here. The process is that we requested that we have an agent. The whole box, they started sorting out without any agent, which we found it unlawful. You see, afterwards, a whole lot of things happened. You see, and somebody snatched some of the ballot papers. We didn't even know the number. We didn't know what was going on. Everything was messed up. And we blame the EC for all this. We blame the EC for all this. I'm really disappointed.
Okay, so what we saw was that when it came to the sorting and then the counting, we saw the MP for Cape Coast South go up there. He was ostensibly going to do what?
Now, he personally requested from the PM that he needed to be present during the sorting and the counting. That is why you saw the MPs going up there. It was agreed that they need to be there. That is why you saw the Oman Hinitu. Oman Hinitu wanted to make sure that this election should be fair and reflect to the people of Cape Coast.
His counterpart called for the arrest of the person that snatched the ballot papers.
So we were curious. Why will he do that just after counting has ended? So we all went there to go and inquire.
Was it before counting or after counting?
That was before counting. When we went there to inquire, he said he is an agent. But as assembly members, we never met to appoint anybody to represent us as our agent. So he had no locus going near the ballot papers. Nothing of that sort. Are you getting me? So he started the whole confusion. And then suddenly we saw the MP for Cape Coast South, Kweku Rickett Hagan, also climbing up. One, he is not a candidate. He is not the nominee who is being confirmed. He is only an assembly member, and he's an ex-official member of the assembly who has no voting right. And so you just cannot understand why he will climb up there. For what purpose? So we asked them to get him down. Then all of a sudden, when sorting was being done, we saw one bodyguard of the MP, Kweku Rekitegin's bodyguard, jumped to the platform in an attempt to take away some of the ballot papers, but he failed.
Ernest Arthurs was later sworn into office to serve for the second term. He had this to say.
It's a mixed feeling. It's a mixed feeling because when you are on course trying to do your best for your city and you have some such drawbacks, it's a problem. We all know it's not been a problem of as the assembly members not wanting to vote. There's an open secret that the MP for Cape Coast South, and now he's joined by the Cape Coast North MP, trying to prevent the assembly members from voting. You talk to them in private, they are willing to vote. I've worked with them for 4 years. They know who I am. They know I'm capable. They know I'll be nice to them. But in a way, the politics that we do at the local level, they say it's not partisan, but we all know that we have the NDC members and MPP members. They were trying to be loyal to their party. That is the open secret. It has never been the case that it's because Ernest Arthurs is this and that he's not good and all that. Everybody know my track record, Kojo. They know my track record. So it's not about the assembly members not wanting to vote, but the manipulations of the MPs.
His supporters chanted songs celebrating their victory. For Joy News, Richard Kwejonyago, Cape Coast.
Well, the Cape Coast Metro Electoral Officer Richard Asenso joins us live with more. Good morning to you, Mr. Asenso. So what do you understand to be the cause of the mayhem that ensued at the confirmation yesterday?
Good morning, Israel. Yesterday, after close of polls, counting started. When the box is open, we invite agents, and in this election, we had only one candidate, so we requested for his agent. He was all right. Then I requested that the coordinating director be there. The coordinating director worked up with the presiding member, and it was being done in an open environment. All those who were seated could see what was happening on the table. Then the Ugwa Mainhin also joined us on the stage, and then MP for Cape Coast South, Mr. Rekitegan, also joined us. So we were doing what we call reconciliation counting, checking to make sure that the number of ballots in the box were the same as the number of people who were ticked or marked to vote yesterday. So after we had done the reconciliation, we started sorting out the ballots into yes, no, and then the rejected ballot. Then all the confusion started as to, we were actually focused on the ballot, so I can't pinpoint exactly who started it, but I could see some people belonging to the side of the NC nominee confronting the Cape South MP about his presence there. So I can't actually I tell what exactly started the whole thing because we are so much focused on
right, Mr. Asenso, were there any of the ballots taken away at any point in time?
Yes. Some of the no ballots, most of them, I was holding that ballot, it was taken from me in my presence, those no ballots. We had done the reconciliation counting and we had gotten 63 ballots, which was equal to the number of people who came to vote. Then we have sorted them into yes and no. There was no rejected ballot. Then we started counting. Then somebody came from behind me and snatched the no ballot. So I was left with only 4 of the no ballots in my hands. The rest were snatched away.
Right. Despite that, you were still able to conclude and determine that the MC had been confirmed.
Yes, because, like I said earlier, it was the no ballot that was snatched from me. So we had already grouped them. So we went ahead and counted the yes votes. because we knew the total number, which was 63, and then the yes vote gave us 45. But the no ballot, some had been snatched away, but then I had about 4 with me. So we will just take the 45 from the 63. In fact, he needed 42 to be confirmed, and he had the yes ballots, which were untouched. None of the yes ballots were taken. They were untouched because somebody else was holding that ballot. So we went ahead and did our declaration.
All right, so we've heard there was a news conference after the vote, and the 2 minority members of parliament in Cape Coast, they have described the process as a sham, and they want it to be rendered. Let's get to hear them, and then I'll come back to you for your final word on that.
People. Cape Coast by nature is a peaceful town with peaceful people. We cannot have this tag here running the show and doing criminal things to stay. I am alerting the whole of Cape Coast. The danger this tag and Ernest Arthurs presents. And if care is not taken, and this issue is not addressed, and re-election or cancelling of the election does not happen, Nana Osabema, this man presents a danger to Cape Coast. People of Cape Coast and Ernest Arthurs present a danger to all of you. I don't want a situation where one day somebody will return my stone that I said it. If care is not taken, Osabrema, if you allow this guy to continue doing the things he's doing, thinking he can buy everyone here, we will not have the peace that we so cherish.
Right, so Mr. Sensi, you've heard what they're saying. They're saying that there needs to be a re-election, and the one that she's superintendent over should be cancelled.
He's right. The laws were followed. Every single aspect of the law was adhered to. We conducted a clean election, and results have been declared. This is what I can say.
So there's not going to be any re-election?
I cannot. What I can tell you is that yesterday we declared the results.
All right. Thank you very much, Richard Asenso. He's a Cape Coast EC Metro Electoral Commission officer for Cape Coast. We're taking a break here on News Desk. Do stay tuned in. We're back in a bit.